it depends whether you like the computer science, the economics, or the history. But my recommendations would be, obviously the Bitcoin white paper, that's and Satoshi's complementary writings. That's very important, is to try and understand the intentions behind the system, and also to understand the system without having your view colored by some third party's description of it. Most descriptions of Bitcoin are really bad. So just go to the originals, go to the Hal Finney's posts, Satoshi's posts on Bitcoin Talk. There's a huge amount of lucidity there. And actually, most of our questions about Bitcoin today that we have a decade later were really answered in those earliest days. People just don't know it. The canonical economic work relating to Bitcoin, a lot of people don't like it. I think it's fine, would be the Bitcoin Standard.
A lot of people don't like it. I just read it. It's good.
Yeah,
I like it.
I think it's a good description of sort of the Austrian perspective and then how it relates to Bitcoin. There isn't that much about Bitcoin in there, but I think the point is, once you've understood, Saifedean's view of monetary policy, Bitcoin makes a ton of sense, and you don't actually need to argue for it that much. So the Bitcoin Standard is a good introduction to sort of the orthodox thought in Bitcoin. There's a more recent book called Layered Money, which I liked, by Nic Carter, which goes into more depth about what I was talking about early in the conversation, the layered approach to scaling. And that's a really critical thing to understand. Then technical books about Bitcoin. I like Grokking Bitcoin, which is a very computer science heavy one. There's a good textbook called Bitcoin and Cryptocurrency Technologies by Arvind Naranian. I think he's a Princeton computer science professor, which is really good at building intuition. Antonopoulos's books, Mastering Bitcoin, are good. Then there's like simpler intuition building books that aren't hardcore on the economics or the protocol design. So you have like Inventing Bitcoin by Jan Pritzker, which is good. You have Bitcoin Clarity by Kiara Bickers. As you can tell, I have my bookshelf is like mostly Bitcoin books.
Okay, well, that's a good selection. And of course, like you said, your writing and your book that comes out this year or next year? Next year?
I think I'm gonna need 18 months.
Okay.
But most of the good Bitcoin content is just online on Medium, on Twitter. So it's a decentralized, consensus kind of thing.